How do you feel scoring on your senior night?
I feel very happy.
Happy birthday to you!
Get out of your mind!
You're such a pro!
Baby! Libby is really good at soccer.
I'm a little tired, but I want to break you free! Get out of your mind!
On behalf of the Atlantic Coast Conference, we'd like to thank you for your support of
Isabel Cox, I'm a freshman. It was our first game.
Yeah.
Off to a good start. 3-0.
Definitely something we can build on.
It was a good win to have in the first game in the new stadium.
And
so,
our first game as Tori Hansen.
I think the first time I met you, Cox, I asked if you were on the field hockey team because you spent more time with them than you did us, and I was confused. And then I actually realized that you're probably one of the most liked girls on campus. There's not a sport I know that don't really like you, and that's a real credit to yourself.
Cox, you've been an inspiration for me since before I got here. I've always looked up to you as a player and a person.
Coxie, you are just so positive, and your smile really lights up practice and it lights up the team, and I just hope you know how much you mean to every single one of us.
Every time something funny happens, I always look at you because I just know you have like the biggest smile, and like you're so, like you make everything funnier.
Laugh is contagious.
Yes, your laugh is so funny. Playing against you is so difficult, but it's so fun because of how just like creative you are as a player and how quick you are and everything.
I have really valued the friendship that has grown between us over the past couple of years. I know my freshman year I was playing forward, and that was kind of a new position for me. But every time I stepped on the field with you, you made me feel so confident and made me feel like I could do it. And I just wanted to let you know that that really meant a lot to me.
Cox, you've been great to us freshmen. We all love you. You have amazing energy, like you're always making us laugh, and you work so hard on the field, and I'm so thankful that you're one of our seniors.
Play similar positions, so I spend most of my time with you, and you are a character, but you're also one of my closest friends here, and some of the stuff we talk about probably can't be said on camera, but you're really cool, and I appreciate your entire family, and especially your sisters.
I just really look forward to every pregame practice because I know we're in the same four corners line, and I know we're gonna crush it, and even if we don't, we still laugh about it and just joke about everything, and you just make practice so much more fun.
Coxie, I truly love the way that you carry yourself and how carefree you are in a good way. And just like your free spirit, it's helped me so much while I've been here to just truly understand like not to take anything for granted and how special this opportunity to play here really is. And yeah, I just want to thank you for teaching me to live a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you a lot.
I don't know what it is about Maggie, but whenever I think of her, it just brings a smile to my face.
You just... What's your name?
Maggie, you are one of the grittiest, toughest players I have ever met, and I am so lucky to have you on my team. Every tackle you go in so hard, and it just shows how much the team means to you.
Maggie, this season with you has been really, really fun. It's a pleasure to watch you play. It's a pleasure to play with you. One of my favorite things about you is your sense of humor. Like, I think anything you say makes me laugh, and your private story, just anything that you post is just like really hilarious, and I think you're a really awesome person, and I wish you the best.
Maggie, you're such an amazing person and also such an amazing player, and I've loved every second I've gotten on the field with you and off the field. You lead by example, and every day you give it 110%, which is so inspiring, and I'm going to miss you so much, and you're genuinely so kind and so positive.
Maggie, I think you want to be classy, and I think you give off this persona that you're classy, but I think at heart you really are like everyone else, and I think in that aspect you're funny, and the things you say sometimes are so out of pocket and sometimes they're not, but
I know you're always going to give like 120%. You don't care about the consequences of anything like when you're on the field, and that's what I love.
My first memory with Maggie was, it was me, Abby, Molly Baker, and her were living in a house. For me, as a freshman coming in, I was already intimidated by Maggie just because of her persona on the field and kind of off the field, honestly. Once you get to know Maggie, one of the coolest people that you will meet, and I know I'm going to be keeping in touch with her for a really long time. And I've made some of my best memories with her. To now doing yoga with her and Aleigh and Tori every Monday, Wednesday, we've just had really great memories. So Maggie, all I can say is thank you.
You saw when I was having a bad day and you just came up to me and gave me a quick pump up and was like, I was just here and you're gonna get through it, and that just meant the world to me, and it got me through one of the toughest things I've ever had to get through.
I've loved the memories I've had with you, Mags, and I still reckon I'd beat you in a wrestling match, but that's a story for another day.
Oh, Aleigh Gambone.
Aleigh Gambone. My gosh. I feel like I could go on and
So
on.
much to say. When I think of a Carolina player, I always think of Aleigh just because of how hardworking she is and everything she does. I think she's a great leader and she's impacted us so much this year.
I don't think it's any surprise you're one of my best friends, one of the best people I met coming here. You're unlike any person I've ever met in my whole life. Your positive energy, your kind spirit.
You are one of the purest human beings that I've ever met, and I mean that with all honesty. You are so kind, you are so loving, you are so supportive of everybody. You're literally just light, like that's what you are. You're sunshine. And every time I'm around you, I just smile and laugh. You just lift up everyone you are around, and I don't know who's gonna replace you. Do that, because that's such big shoes to fill.
You just remind me of happiness itself. Like the way you impact everyone around you every day on a day-to-day basis is just insane. You always bring a positive attitude, and it's so inspirational to always bring my best when I'm around you.
Something I've never told you is probably that you're like kind of like my inner conscience, I guess. Like whether I'm on the field or I'm off the field, if I'm like making a decision, I always think like, what would Aleigh do? And that is something that has really helped me make a lot of tough decisions here. I think that you are kind of that driving force for people, whether they realize it or not.
I just remember like crying in this passenger seat with Aleigh during COVID, getting McDonald's, and just like, I don't know, she was just like a great big sister, super duper supportive.
We are going to miss your math help, even though it's not that big of a help because we're so bad at it. But we really appreciate you taking the time, and like again, that just goes to show like the amazing person that you are, and you're always putting everybody else first. And yeah, we're really gonna miss you a lot.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making not just me, but I know Bella too, and our whole entire class feel so cared for the entire time we have been here, from the moment we stepped on campus. I could say so many things about you, but you make such an effort to make us all feel cared about and to spend time with us off the field, like away from soccer, and do things like come over to Shortbread and just have dinner or play poker.
Aleigh, thank you for always being there for all of us and supporting us, and for just being the hype man and just always a shoulder to lean on. And I'm gonna miss you a lot, and I'm super grateful and happy that I could spend this season with you.
You've done a great job leading us this season, and I'm just really sad that you're not going to be here next year, but we love you a lot.
Please never change how you are. I hope we're friends for a very long time, because you bring me so much joy, and yes, I'm very grateful to have you in my life.
Shortbread loves Aleigh Gambone. We do.
Tori.
Good vibes.
Tori, you're gonna hate me for this, but that's okay. Here we go. I'm gonna show you a video of Tori. This is my favorite memory of her.
Are the greatest soccer team in the world. I'm sick and tired hearing about what a great team Costa Rica is.
From like club days, from like playing against the Courage up until now, like you have been the best big sister ever, and so full of life, and you don't let any of the bad days leak into the next day or the next moment. You just live it to the fullest.
The story of Tori at Carolina is an inspirational story like no other. I'm so glad that you shared that with us at the beginning of the season, because that really meant a lot to everyone in that room.
You are just the epitome of UNC women's soccer, and you have taught me so much as a player and a person, and I'm so lucky to have played with you and to have had you as my captain the past 2 years.
She's honestly one of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. She is one of the most supportive leaders I've ever had. She's just the epitome of what a Carolina soccer player is. I think she's truly shown me what it takes to be a leader here, and I'll never ever forget the impact she has on the team this year and how much she's played a role in our success.
Coming in here, I just felt like you were so supportive of us and so like welcoming and warm, and like that's just like your whole personality. And I remember being so nervous like my first game, and you just came over to me and like put your arm around me and was just so like comforting, and like my nerves just went down.
Every time we're in 7v7s together, you make me feel like I'm a valued person on this team, and I literally don't know what I'm going to do without you here.
On and off the field, I look up to you in so many ways. You are the best role model and the most amazing captain. You lead by example, and I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity to play with you. I'm going to miss you so much.
She's an amazing soccer player, and I think she's an even better person and leader.
No one is more deserving of a successful Carolina year than you. You've put in the hard work, you've had ups and downs, and it's a really great story, and I just hope we can top it off with something to make you proud. So thank you for everything, thank you for being a great captain. I love you, I'm going to miss you, but I hope I'm going to see you soon.
You're so fun to be around, and you're so sweet, and you do a great job leading those around you. You're a great role model, and I've just really enjoyed all the years that we've got to know each other. I mean, that was all the way back when we were like 15, 14 years old, and yeah, so we've had a long journey together, and I'm just so grateful for our friendship, and I can't wait to stay in touch and see all the amazing things that you do. But I'm really going to miss you a lot and miss being your teammate and having you around all the time, but you're going to do amazing things, and I'm just so proud of all that you have accomplished, especially this season and everything that you've been through. Yeah, I think you're amazing, and I'm going to miss you a lot.
Marz, something that I think like we all notice about you is that you're gonna show up every day no matter what, and you're never gonna hear you complain about anything. And I think that's a really great selfless trait that you have.
I'm really grateful that I was able to get close with Marz over this summer, playing in Summer League with you. Thank you for all the rides you gave me, you really helped me out there, and I'm grateful for the time we had in the car, because I think we bonded in a way that we necessarily hadn't previously.
Whether it's like on the field and just getting any shot or like 50 shots at you, like you're there to save the day, and you're also there no matter what to just like lift our spirits. Just like the tiny things, the little joyful things are just like the sweetest things ever, and it does not go unnoticed whatsoever.
Hi Marz, I also haven't known you for that long, but since I have, you've been really, really sweet and really caring and really personal person. Like there was never a time where like it was really awkward to talk to you at all. Like you're really personal, and I really appreciate that. And also, you wrote me a note for one of the team building things you had me, and your note just really meant a lot, and it was really sweet, the things that you said, and I really appreciate you and the hard work that you put in every day.
Marz, I can't believe that you are a senior this year and that you're graduating. It feels like yesterday we were both at club soccer and we both just committed here, and we're like so excited to be playing soccer together at UNC. You've just always been there for me. Like we've been through a lot together, and I just wish you all the best in the future.
I think you're someone whose work ethic is off the charts. All the time in training, you're pushing the standards, and always with a smile on your face. So I think that's a really inspiring thing.
I haven't known you for that long, Marz, but so far you've been a great friend and a great teammate. You're so good at motivating me when I mess up. Every time you say next one, it just really makes me happy and more motivated to do the next rep better.
Just gonna miss you braiding my hair before games. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna look ratchet.
I'm very grateful to have you as a teammate, and I'm gonna miss all the times after training when we've done extra shooting, and you're challenging us, and you're always so competitive, and I love that about you, that you push the standards in a way that really no one else does. So thank you.
Alright.
Madi Pry. Madi Pry has been a very big impact in my life. Coming in, she's made the transition into college very easy.
From the first day you called me, I knew we were going to have such a great friendship. That call really set the tone for my year, and Maddie, you are one of the kindest, most caring people I know. Thank you for always giving me rides, and truly, thank you for being my friend.
Maddie was literally my first friend playing soccer ever. I was like 8 years old, and she was this tall, lanky girl. And literally from then on out, we've been like with each other through everything. Maddie's always the first person that I can turn to, no matter what.
Ever since I've gotten here, I've always felt comfortable with her. I can tell her anything. Like, she's always making us laugh, and overall, she's just such a good person.
No one calls me boss more than you do, and I really appreciate that. And I just want to say thank you for always letting me know when the fueling station has something with sweet potatoes in it. It really makes me happy, and it just goes to show how much you care and really get to know everyone around you.
We have a lot of similar interests, as in like Marvel and just like geeked out things that not many other people would share.
You were my role model through my darkest times as well, and I just couldn't be more grateful to have you by my side and have you helping all of us out with, hardships.
I would not have been able to get through the first 2 months of this injury without you. I remember the first couple days were so hard, and then you'd send me huge paragraphs and I'd read all of it. It brought me to tears a couple times because of how supportive you were, and how you were telling me to keep my head up and everything.
I hope you know that every note that you ever left me, written me when I was having a bad day, I still have those in my drawer. You're so selfless and you're so caring, and I'm really grateful that I got to get to know you and be your roommate and spend all those times laughing on the porch and in the kitchen and stuff. So thank you for that.
Maddie, you're one of the most caring and supportive people that I've ever met, and I'm really appreciative of our friendship and grateful for it. I'm really happy for all the coffee trips and baking extravaganzas, homework, whatever it is. I just really enjoy hanging out with you, and I'm really proud of all that you've done, and good luck in your future.
I think that going forward, you are going to help so many people. Your story will be a survival guide in other people's lives, and I think that you're just a really special human for that. So Maddie, thank you for everything.
I haven't even pictured not having you in my my life next year, even though I know you will be, but just not next to me all the time. So yeah, we're really gonna miss you, Maddie. Love you.
Mox is a silent killer. She's always constantly working hard, and it's just an inspiration to me because when I see Mox working hard, it makes me want to work as hard as her. And she's honestly one of the sweetest people I've ever met. I love talking to her, and I've loved getting to know her. And she honestly has been one of the best leaders in a silent way, and that's always because I can count on her to work hard and always be a threat in the back.
The past 2 years have been awesome. She's so selfless in the way that she can literally just whip a ball and is unheard of.
You are always the first one to laugh at my jokes, which is something I really appreciate. I know that I can always go to you for a smile. Whenever I'm having a bad day, you're always there to pick me up. You always give me high fives. I love warming up next to you. I know we're not directly next to each other, but I love talking to you during the warm-up, catching up on our days. You're just one of my favorite people, and I'm gonna really miss being around you every day.
Mox, I can't believe you're a senior. You're one of my best friends on this team, and I just love talking with you. You're so sweet, and every single game you give it your all, and I just love your work ethic and how you do the small things, and that a lot of people don't really realize half the time on the field, but I do, and I appreciate them all the time.
I love Mox. She has the best attitude all the time. She always has a smile on her face, and I love the way she plays. I think she's an inspiration for me. I watch her and try to do things that she does when she plays.
Mox, you are an amazing person, and I've never seen a player play like you before. It's really inspirational, and I truly wish you the best.
That's something I will never forget is your PK against Duke. Missing the PK, I felt like my world was kind of crumbling around me, and you making that and picking me up when I put my head down meant just the world to me, and I will just never forget that moment or how you made me feel. And I just wanted you to know that, how valued that moment was for me. So thank you.
Mox, you're probably one of my favorite people to talk to. You are labeled as one of the introverts, but I also disagree with that. But you've been really fun to watch, a really good friend. You always say hi to me, you always ask me how I'm doing, and I really appreciate that. And being as another outside back, it's been just really awesome to watch you play and to learn from you. And you're just, I don't even know, man. You're just really great.
Sarah Bear.
Sarah, I've only known you for a few short months, but the impact you've made on this team is incredible. You come into every practice and every game with just such positive vibes, and you don't know how much that means to our team and how much that propels us through the season. So I'm going to miss you so much, and I just want to say thank you.
Sarah, I just want to say thank you for being a part of our team. I know that you were a grad student, and that can be kind of scary coming in to a program like this, but you've really added a lot to the team, and you're so put together, and I always love talking to you about maybe future careers and what you're going to do one day. You always bring a smile to my face, and yeah, I can't wait to keep in touch and see you do great things.
I know we've only met this past year, but you are literally so funny and so good at what you do. And you're so smart. Like, every time I see your Be Reals, you're doing some doctor stuff. I just love your personality and what you bring to this team, and I'm gonna miss you even though I've known you for only a couple months. I'm so excited that you joined our team this year, and just like the light and presence, and kind of like you're like the cool grandma because it's your 5th year. We're so thankful that you have been here and just been another light for all of us, and just like kind of that perspective in your voice of just telling us that we've got it and everything.
Sarah, you radiate so much positivity, and I'm so grateful that you came onto this team. Every time I have a conversation with you, I always leave feeling so happy, and your positivity is contagious, and I really can't wait to see where your future takes you.
Sarah, even though you've been here for just a little time, you really have left a positive impact on us, and we couldn't be more thankful to have you as a teammate here. And we know you will go far in whatever you pursue, but it's been so fun to be around you all the time, make us laugh, make us smile, and we're thankful that you were here.
Juju.
Okay, you go first.
No. And say your name so people can start to know who you are.
Should we say like we're freshmen?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Julia Dorsey, and I'm a freshman.
Julia, I'm super thankful to have spent my freshman year with you, and to be teammates has been so amazing. You're such a hard worker, such an amazing person on the field and off, and you really care about making relationships with your teammates, even the freshman class.
Juju is a special one to me just because she has kind of taken me under her wing, and I've appreciated it so much. We've gone to get nails together, and she's just been a big role model to me just because of the way that she is able to bring her all to practice every single day. She's just so fun to be around. I'm always laughing or having a smile with her. She's just one of those people that you constantly want to be around, and it's just been a joy to get to know her. She's just such an inspiration. Being a two-sport athlete at Carolina isn't easy. She makes it look so easy, and I just have all the respect for her in the world.
Julia, you were hurt my freshman year, so I didn't really see you that much, but this year you have been such a role model, just playing in the same position as me, and just I learned so much from how you play, and just your mentality never wavers, and Damon tells me all the time how you are just so mentally strong, and that's definitely something I need to work on. And just watching you play has just been it's just been helping me grow as a player,
completely. And I admire everything you do. You're a two-sport athlete. You can literally talk to anyone, anywhere, at any time. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you a lot next year.
I think Julia is one of the funniest people to be around. Like, you don't even have to interact with her to be laughing. Like, just watching like her mannerisms and stuff she says is really funny. She's also like one of the hardest working girls on the team, I think, and she keeps a really good balance of like being super competitive while keeping things fun at practice.
Your bow is so cute, and I always think to myself in pregame, like, how does her ponytail look so perfect? It has like these little like curls. I love it. So, yeah, at the end it like always curls perfectly. So keep that up.
We love you.
Keep that up.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
Libby, you're one of the sweetest people I know, and on this team, I know Anson refers to you as one of the introverts, but every time I talk to you, it just feels so comfortable, and you're really not that much of an introvert, in my opinion. So, thank you for letting me talk to you and being my teammate.
Libby, you are one of the hardest workers I've ever got to play with, and I'm so grateful for you. Every time we have anything in practice, I want to be on your team, and I want to work with you because I know that you're going to put in all that effort. And I think that your attitude towards everything has been spot on this year, and I'm so thankful for you, and I'm going to miss you a lot next year.
Libby, my gosh, Libby, I just love you so much. Your attitude is something that I'm constantly trying to replicate, just how professional you are on and off the field on this team. I think we're very similar in a way where we're not necessarily the most vocal person on the field, but we find ways to kind of lead in our own way. And I think that your actions are definitely something that speak louder than words.
Libby, I'm really gonna miss playing with you. You're so caring and just like easy to talk to. And I just loved hanging out with you on all these trips this year and really getting to know you. And I wish you all the best in the future.
Libby is like a silent assassin. The nicest human being, yet the most like ferocious. And she's always there to give me a hug or lift me up, or just like such a happy spirit. Someone I can talk to, someone who will bake, or like she brought like cookies one time to Abby's place, or someone dropped them off, and that was like super sweet of Libby. But that's who Libby is.
I don't know, there's something about Libby that you don't expect. Because, you know, Anson's always like, oh, she's a hobbit, oh, she's an introvert, but in reality, her personality is nothing like that at all. And I think that that's what surprises you about, it kind of takes you by surprise, is Libby is Libby. Like, there's no one else I've met like her. So, thank you, Libby.
Libby, or Gibby. I think that Anson likes to call you an introvert, and people may label you as shy, and I think that once you really get to know Libby, that the bite you have, Lib, on the field is like no other. You're the most hard-working player I've ever played with, and I think that the more I got to know you, the more I appreciated you, and actually you'd be a really good friend of mine here, and one that I'm gonna stay in touch with for a long time.
Well, I also would agree with Nona. You're not really much of an introvert when we talk to you. You are my locker roommate, my locker neighbor, and my warm-up neighbor, and it's just been really fun getting to hang out with you and play with you. And we went to breakfast one time, it was so much fun, and being your roommate on a weight trips was fun as well. And you've just been really awesome, and I really had fun getting to know you.
You're just a perfect example. For everyone on our team, whether it's seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, it doesn't matter. I just really think you were an amazing leader this year and every year.
We tend to relate to a lot of things. We tend to be sat together, whether it's on the bench or on the field, and I think that the times I've shared with you, Lib, have been pretty incredible. Thank you for everything, and I appreciate the times we've shared.